Hello everyone, myself Gurkeer Singh and my friend Amarbeer Singh is introducing the topic Airbnb. So the introduction is Airbnb is a leading peer-to-peer accommodation platform operating within the sharing economy and it is a global tourism industry. Second one is company overview. This company is founded in 2007 and it's operate an asset-light digital marketplace which enabling the scalability and owning the properties. 5 million hosts across 190 plus countries all over the world. It offers stays, experience, and travel services. Next slide is key challenges. So first is regulatory restrictions. The regulatory restrictions are reduced listings, second trust and safety concerns, lower end confidence, high competition, which led to pricing pressure, post-COVID shifts, which led to changing in demand. Fifth slide is vision and mission analysis. So the mission statement of Airbnb states that they belong anywhere, anywhere from the world, and they emphasize the high emotional appeal and community orientation to the brand. First, they consistent with differentiation with distinctive experience with different type of peoples and their tourists. Second, lacks clear measurable goals. Third, minimal attention to safety and sustainability, leaving strategic gaps. Historic performance. Airbnb has been growing at a very high rate before 2020 due to high in demand, expansion, and globally. Daily life greatly disrupted as a result of COVID-19 pandemic, with the revenue estimated which led to low in their revenue. Third, even though it's hard to tell, there is a great confidence among the investors as Airbnb went public in 2020 with a valuation of more than $86 billion. Since then, the company has bounced back, with its yearly revenue amounting to around 12.2 billion dollars as of 2025, which is a good sign. Next is past competitive advantage. The scalable platform model Airbnb benefited from the same platform, which connect the host and guest together. Second is high network effects resulted in growth of revenue and position in the market. Third, local experience in term of local experience is the very is very different from other hotels and like all other stays. Fourth is adhere to the pronounced differentiation strategy. Now, another slide is external analysis pestle. So the first one is political. Increased of government pressure on the rentals of the Airbnb. Taxation policies on the Airbnb which led to some little bit change in their revenue. Second is economic. Inflation and high travel cost which led to reduce in the tourism. Second one is economic downturns like can reduce the discretionary of the Airbnb. Third is social. In this generation, like Gen Z, spend too time with their relatives and friends in the tourism area. So, with led to that situation, Airbnb is earning unlimited revenue from there. Fourth is technological. So the technological, I think, use of use of data analytics improve to customer experience on their own mobile. AI adoption for travel is very good for them, which led to give them a proper planning about the tourism which is coming to their location. Fifth is legal. Legal is tax compliance on the Airbnb revenue and example CRA deduction on their amount, which is like a legal pressure on them. and the data privacy and protection laws. Last is environmental, increasing pressure of sustainable and responsible tourism. Second is demand for eco-friendly accommodation, which is like eco-friendly to the nature and also friendly with the tourist. So the next slide is external analysis. Porter five forces. First force is competitive rivalry. The level of this force is high, and the key insight is intense competition from Booking.com, another website which is capable of to buy the hotel room from online. Second is buyer power, which the level is also high. Customers have many alternatives and different things that they can choose any another app on the switching cost. Third is supplier power. The power supplier power is like moderate high. Host can multi-list across platforms, reducing Airbnb control. Fourth is threat of substitutes. The level is high, like hotels, hostel, and serviced apartments offer reliable and more com- convenient source of living as compared to Airbnb. Barriers to entry, like moderate, each tech entry but difficult to replicate scale. So now is strategic group map. Airbnb key competitors. First one is like on the high scale. The first is premium hotel chains. Second is experience unique stays. First one is premium hotel chains. It include high price, standardized premium servicing, and strong brand and loyalty programs. Whereas experiential and unique stays include high price, availability, unique and local experience. On the moderate medium one, there is a online travel agencies like OTAs. It have a wide range of services along all over the world and it's very convenient. On the low side is a budget accommodation. It's a very low price, standard living, basic type of living, which is different from the another things. The next slide is internal analysis. The first point is the Airbnb company has strong global brand recognition all over the world due to its good services, which is different from others. Second, its sophisticated platform. Technology combines the feature of search algorithms and pay systems, having very high coverage, drawing millions of hosts with network effects plus 190 countries all over the world, and is also popular in India as now. So this is my information, and now my team member Amarveer will be ahead. Thank you.
Hi everyone, let's move into our internal analysis of capabilities. So when looking at Airbnb internal capability, their success really boiled down to three things: advanced tech, asset light scaling, and smart pricing. First, it was noted by Dingatel in 2025. They used the sophisticated AI and data analysis to optimize the recommendations and forecast demand. Second, because they use an asset-light model, as Gotang in 2015 pointed out, they don't actually own the physical properties, allowing them to expand globally at a fraction of the cost of traditional hotels. Finally, they tie this all together with a dynamic, personalized pricing that matches the right price to the right guest in a real time, driving massive efficiency and satisfaction across the entire platform. Let's move toward the next slide. So next, we applied the VRIO framework to analyze which of the Airbnb's core resources actually give them a long-term edge. As you can see on the slide, we evaluated the five key resources. While resources like their platform technology and data analytics are valuable, They only offer a temporary advantage because competitors can partially replicate them. The real magic happens with their brand reputations, their massive global network, and their community trust system like AirCover. These three are not only highly valuable and organized, but they are incredibly rare and difficult for competitors to imitate. Ultimately, these three pillars are what secure Airbnb's sustained competitive advantage in the global market. Moving toward the next slide. Now, bringing everything together, our SWOT analysis highlights the internal and external forces shaping Airbnb's strategic landscape. Starting with our internal factors, our strengths lie in a globally recognized brand, synonymously with the unique travel, backed by a massive presence in over 190 countries that create a powerful network effect. However, our weaknesses includes ongoing trust and safety concerns like inconsistent services and fraudulent listings, alongside heavy regulatory hurdles in many cities that limit the listings. Looking externally, our opportunities are focused on tapping into sustainable tourism and capturing the growing market of remote workers looking for a long-term stays. Yet, we face major threats from intense competition by OTAs like Booking.com and traditional hotel chains, as well as rising legal restrictions and tax compliance costs. Ultimately, this SWOT analysis points us to two core strategic issues we must solve: a trust deficit affecting customer reliability and heavy regulatory pressures that limit our operational flexibility. Moving toward the next slide. Strategic issues. As highlighted by Quatran et al. In 2022, they must tackle the lack of trust caused by safety concerns and inconsistent service quality to keep customers loyal. Second, as noted by the Canada Revenue Agency in 2025, rising regulatory pressures across global cities are actively restricting the growth and expansion over their short-term rentals. Solving these two issues is critical for their future. Moving toward the next slide. Next, looking at Airbnb business level strategy. Their current approach is a broad differentiation. However, this has caused some positioning confusion, leaving them stuck in the middle. To fix this, we recommend shifting to a focused differentiation strategy by targeting a specific niche of safe, premium, and highly authentic experiences. They can vastly improve the brand clarity and rebuild the customer trust. Moving toward the next slide. Looking at the Airbnb innovation strategy over time, in the past, they introduced the Airbnb experiences. Currently, they are leveraging AI-driven search and dynamic pricing. Looking to the future, they need to focus on the trust tech like advanced safety verification and expanding into sustainable stays to capture the eco-friendly market. Moving on to corporate strategy. Airbnb has used a few key approaches. They pursued diversification by introducing experiences and manage crises through retrenchment like their massive COVID-19 cost cuts. They also rely on strategic alliance, specifically partnering with the local tourism boards to drive demand while keeping vertical integration. They limit to stay assets light and flexible. Next, rebranding strategy. Rebranding strategies targets millennials and digital nomads, positioning Airbnb as a safe, authentic, and sustainable choice. The core value lies in providing verified and trusted experiences, shifting the brand image away from just keep stays toward a highly trusted community. Ultimately, this strategic rebrand solves their current trust and regulatory issues, while heavily strengthening their market differentiation. Moving toward the conclusion, Airbnb remains a highly dynamic and powerful player in the global hospitality sector. While they definitely face real challenges with the trust and local regulations, They can easily secure their market positions by pivoting to a focused differentiation strategy and rolling out a strategic rebrand, ultimately prioritizing trust and technological innovations. And sustainability will be the key pillar that can allow Airbnb to sustain its competitive advantage and drive long-term growth. So these are the references of our presentations. Thank you for listening.